Hey guys, just a quick video. I took a video the other day, posted a video of this new project I brought home, this Honda CRF. It had supposedly a blown up motor. I don't know, I didn't even mess with it. It's in a million pieces in this tote. I'm not messing with it. I'm all about the Honda clones. Easy to work on, easy to modify. So I skipped straight to mocking up this 212 here. I always do this. I get a project, I get excited, and I just jump straight into it and I don't record. So far I haven't really done that much. I cut the top engine mount out for the old engine right here. It was in the way. It's already pretty tight. The head comes really close to the frame. So I cut it out to give me just a little bit of extra room. And then now I'm kind of working up a way to get the engine mounted, I guess like a subframe you'd call it. So that's where I'm at right now. I've kind of got everything in there to where the chain lines up. Yeah, it's hard to say now, and I'm gonna have to figure out probably something different with this. But for now, I'm gonna let it ride the way it is. And if it doesn't work, then I'll throw a spring tensioner on there to pull it down away from the frame or something. That'll be an easy workaround. Right now, I just want to get it all put together and riding, and then I'll work out the little small details later on as they pop up. This is the engine I went with. It's not a Predator Ghost. I just put that blower housing on there because it was black and red and matched the plastics and stuff better than this is a Tilly 212 mild built. It's got a 308 cam, billet flywheel, billet rod. You know, they come with a 26-pound springs, Mikuni 22 mil carb, just like all my other stuff. Billet side cover. It's got a billet valve cover on there that my buddy got and put one of my stickers on there, represent. I hate that I'm wasting the valve cover on this. You're not gonna be able to see it, but I don't have the original valve cover to put back on it. I could take the one off the one over there. I'm not doing all that though. For now, I'll just let it ride. And then I put my torque converter with the Juggernaut on here. This is not the exhaust setup I'm gonna end up with. This is just what's on it. I'm gonna leave it like that until I can, my plans are, this is the original muffler, well, exhaust with muffler. I'm gonna mount it back where it goes, because it goes right up in here. I'm gonna cut it up, get all the bends right to where, that's the plan. I don't know though, it may just stay like this, who knows. But I just wanted to get a video up instead of showing you the new project in one video and then the next video it's up and going. I kind of want to, I have to stop and start and stop and change my mind a million times. That's why I don't record while I'm doing the project. But this is where we're at right now. This motor setup ripped when it was on that Coleman over there. It ripped over there, so I feel like this will do really good on here. I changed out the spark plug boot just because it had the original in there still that stuck up and it was hitting. So I threw this red one on, it matches. So that's the reason I did that. And then I used some of these red billet washers and whatnot. But this is where we're at right now. I do have the angled intake manifold that comes in the Ghost Performance Kit or whatever it's called. I have that over there, which I've already held it up there, and it's gonna curve it where it puts it right here, so it'll actually be out of the way. So then I'll be able to have some foot pegs on there and the carb won't be sticking off. I always knock those air filters off, so that'll be a good thing. I started polishing up this chrome, cleans up really good. It's got some kind of residue. I don't know if you can, yeah, see, you can see it right there. It's got some gunk from sitting. So I sprayed some brake clean on here and scrubbed on it, and it's damn near brand new. I like it. So I'm gonna pick back up on this, do a little bit more before I have to go pick the kids up from school. But I just wanted to get a quick video together and show y'all where we're at now. All right, I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, here we are. So after a couple hours of work, give or take, not really 2 hours straight, had to stop and get the kids and this and that, but I got the, I guess subframe, engine mount, whatever you want to call it. I got it all cut up, tacked in, welded up, grinded the best I'm gonna do. And then I know it's 2 different shades of gray. It's the only gray I had. Didn't want to do black because the engine is black, and I kind of wanted it to, I felt if I painted that black and the engine's black, it wouldn't stand out as much to where if I was to, anyways, this is the way I chose to do it that way, damn it. So that's what it is. I don't need nobody comment on my welds and how janky it is. I know that. I ain't no professional. I'm using a $100 wire fed Harbor Freight welder. Never claimed to be a welder, so I stuck some metal together and it seems to be holding, so I accomplished what I set out to do. So you can save your fingers by typing, oh man, look at those booger welds, look how, it is what it is. It's good enough for the girls we date, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, quick update, this is where we're at. I'm gonna wait for that paint to dry, and then I'm gonna start piecing stuff back together. Throw the motor on there, throw the chain on there, make sure it all lines up still. I hope it does. It did before anyways, it did at one time, so hopefully it'll still line up. Well, we'll see. If not, cut it off and try it again, I guess. But not too shabby. I didn't want to do it this way, but that's just kind of the way that worked out. I'm still probably gonna, I may come back if everything works out the way it's supposed to, come back and gusset it up. Put some gussets on the backside, something just to strengthen this part up a little. I have some little gussets I may run right here, plate it up here at the top, stuff like that. But I want to get everything together and make sure that it functions the way it's supposed to before I worry about stiffening it up and bulletproofing it, you know? There's no point in doing all that if it doesn't line up or doesn't work. So anyways, this is where we're at. I'm excited. All right, talk to y'all in a little bit. All right, here it is. It's not done. I know it looks almost done. It's not. I threw the plastics on it just to get a feel for what, you know, what it would look like. I think there's something wrong with the petcock, the fuel shut off on this tank. Because when I turn it to on or reserve or anything, nothing comes out. So I'll probably have to replace that or run some air through it or something. But only thing left, I got to figure out the foot peg situation and then throw the chain on there. Chain's not on yet, but I got everything else done. The little subframe thing is all finished, painted. Everything is good to go. Throttle's hooked up, kill switch is hooked up. The exhaust isn't gonna, this ain't gonna fly. It's gonna melt these plastics and ruin them. So I'm gonna have to figure out something else. I may have a different header I can throw on there, but just to run it for a minute and maybe zip it up and down the street real quick when I get a chain and stuff on it, it'll work. Oh, and I gotta trim the fender. It's hitting this right here, but I'm just gonna hit it with, I'm gonna cut it off. Oh, my bad. I'm just gonna zip it off right there. And it'll be fine. But man, I think it looks pretty good considering it was a free frame. I already had the engine. I already had the metal to build the engine mounts. Paint I had. Like I don't have $1 invested in this thing yet. So considering it's free, I swapped out those black crusty grips for these red ones I already had. I changed out the original twist grip that was on here because I didn't like the way it felt. I put my nibby on here. I love the way these feel. Smooth, snappy. Front brakes work good. The only thing I gotta do is, I'm probably gonna run a handbrake on here instead of trying to set up the foot rear brake. I'll probably just throw another brake handle up there, run a cable down to here, and then probably weld a little tab right here to hold the cable And then run like a little barrel nut through here or something. That's easy to figure out, but just make it to where we squeeze the handle, it just pulls the simple. Plus those are rear brakes, you don't really need them. Front brakes are what stops you. Just gotta remember not to grab a handful too fast. But anyways, man, I think this thing turned out sharp. I can't wait to go zip it around. That built Tilly, that big cam, and the torque converter, this thing it should be a whole lot of fun to ride. As long as I got the chain alignment right, it don't throw the chain off every 2 seconds and all that, it'll be a blast. I really want to change out these bars. Those things are hideous. I don't like how far back, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I'm not a big fan of the bars that have like I don't even know what it's called. I'm sure there's an actual technical term, but where they come back at an angle. I don't like that. I like them, you know, just a little bit. Like on this one, I mean, they come back a little, but it's pretty much straight across. That's kind of how I like them. That's why I'm gonna get another set of these bars right here. But man, I am digging it. It looks sharp, man. It almost looks like it came like that if you didn't know any better. I mean, yeah, I know there's flaws. I don't need everyone like, oh, no, it don't. But you got to understand, I have not a penny invested in this thing right now. So I went from scrap sitting in someone's garage, about to be tossed to the curb, to about to be a whole lot of fun for me. So anyways, this is where we're at. I'll pick it back up whenever I get some chain alignment and stuff done, get the chain on it, and maybe go for a test rip. All right, it's pretty much done. I got the chain on there, which went a whole lot smoother than I thought it was. I forgot dirt bikes have chain tensioners back here in the back, so that made that a whole lot easier. So I tensioned the chain. It looks like it's starting to stretch finally a little bit, so I'll probably retighten it a little bit. All I did was take it for a couple laps around my backyard to test it, because I really thought it was gonna throw the chain a few times, give me a headache. But it literally ripped with no problem. So the only thing I have left is to mount up the, it goes on the other side, I think. Yeah, it goes this way. So I gotta mount the foot pegs, and that'll take care of my foot peg situation and kickstand. Didn't even realize that was in my box of parts over here. So that was pretty cool. So I gotta do, that'll take care of foot pegs, kickstand, and then what was the other thing I needed to do? There was something else. I need to put my tack back on there. I had to order a new fuel petcock for this, which was, you know, $10 part. Amazon had it here by 7 o'clock this morning. Threw that in there. Tank works fine. I got a filter running on. Oh, I need to finalize the exhaust setup on here, which won't take much. Take all this crap off. I forgot all about that. I was too excited to go rip it around the backyard. But man, this thing, I can't believe how it went together without oh, that was the other thing. Rear brakes. So I actually found the foot peg, or the rear brake over there. So it slides right on here. Then you put a pin through there, and then it has the rod to go back. And then I just hook it up there, and then I'll have front and rear brakes. So rear brakes, the foot pegs, and then it's done. Then just this little stuff like the tack. I want to either paint these bars or replace them. I'll give it another good clean and finish polishing the rims up and put that torque converter cover back on. Just little stuff, but I mean, it rides. I rode around my backyard, just didn't have nowhere to put my feet. I swapped out the intake manifold for my Ghost one, so it got the carburetor over out of the way. But man, this thing is really cool. I need to get a new belt for the torque converter because I'm pretty sure it was slipping. And then I may have to go up a little bit bigger size sprocket in the back. I'm not sure yet. I haven't had a chance to really mess with it to see how far off it is, but it works for now. But I think if I go up a few teeth on the back, it'll be right on. And then I want to throw maybe some street tires on there instead of these knobbies. But anyways, she's pretty much done. Took it for its first rip, man, and it was a whole lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, that's not a Ghost. That's just the side cover I put on there. That's a Tilton 212. Built all the billet parts, 308 cam, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Help your boy get up there on subscribers. I'm getting close to 500, so that's something. Anyways, look forward to hearing from you guys, and maybe next weekend or so I'll throw some videos out riding it and stuff. I'll throw my GoPro on my chest rig and go rip around the woods and back behind my neighborhood. All right, y'all. JBS Customs out. See y'all.